Chapter 1 A Meeting Among the Stars. Captain Elias Ford stood alone at the observation deck window, the faint hum of life support systems and distant chatter of his crew barely registering in his mind. He peered into the infinite blackness beyond, where stars glittered like distant candles, their light ancient and silent. There was tension in the air, thick enough to taste. His crew, the best and brightest of the International Space Alliance, were all behind him, some stealing nervous glances at the alien vessel that drifted closer by the second. The ship they awaited was unlike any human craft, a sleek, silver crescent that shimmered in the dim glow of a distant sun. Its shape suggested advanced engineering and aesthetics beyond the practical, blocky designs Earth had thus far conceived. Lieutenant Harris, voice tight with excitement and a hint of fear, reported, "Captain, they're signaling us now." Elias's heart gave a tight squeeze. He had trained for moments like this his whole life. Humanity's first formal introduction to a major extraterrestrial power, if that indeed was what they faced, could reshape their entire future. He steadied himself with a deep breath. "On screen," he said, never taking his eyes off the alien craft. The main display flickered, and the image resolved into something at once familiar and utterly alien. There stood a figure with smooth, ocean blue skin, golden eyes radiating a serene yet unreadable intensity. The alien raised a slender hand in greeting. "I am Zorak of the Zeltronian Galactic Explorers," the creature said in perfectly translated English, its voice resonant as if several harmonies spoke at once. "We greet you in peace, Earthlings." Elias stepped forward. Behind him, he sensed the crew's anxiety shift into astonished silence. "I am Captain Elias Ford of the Isekei Starbound Command ship. We return your greetings, Zorak." Zorak tilted his head slightly, studying them. "Fascinating. Our scans indicated a level 1 civilization, basic, perhaps still struggling with your environment. Yet here you stand, venturing into space, communicating across stars. This is unexpected." A murmur spread behind Elias. Level 1, a classification that, as far as they understood, denoted a species still juvenile by galactic standards. The Earth delegates had suspected as much from whispers and partial encounters, but hearing it confirmed stung more than expected. Elias forced a tight smile. "We've navigated our own system for decades now. We survive, adapt, and learn. Might I ask what brings you here?" Zorak's molten gold eyes shone with faint amusement. "We explore. We seek civilizations worthy of notice. Frankly, we did not imagine we'd find anything beyond primitive life here. Yet your presence intrigues me. Perhaps we can show you more of what Earth and its people truly are," Elias said calmly, even as adrenaline coursed through him. "A meeting aboard our vessel or on Earth might enlighten both sides." Zorak's laughter, a musical ripple, filled the air. "Your confidence is refreshing. Very well, Captain. We shall meet. Prepare to receive us." With that, the signal ended. Elias turned to his crew. Nervous grins, wide eyes, and a spark of pride met his gaze. "Prepare a formal welcome," he ordered. "Let's show them what it means to be human." Chapter 2 Surprising Introductions. Elias waited by the main hangar bay doors, flanked by Lieutenant Harris and a contingent of Earth's representatives. The hiss of decompression, the soft clang of docking clamps, and the Zeltronian shuttle settled gently inside. Moments later, the airlock cycled, revealing Zorak and his entourage. Tall, elegant beings whose posture and quiet steps hinted at a refined culture. Elias stepped forward, extending a hand. He recalled that their initial contact had required no physical greeting, yet a handshake was an Earth tradition, a gesture of trust and equality. Zorak's cool fingers accepted the handshake, curious but not repelled. "Welcome to the Isekei Starbound, Zorak," Elias said, voice steady. Though we appear modest, we hope you'll find our capabilities intriguing. Zorak gazed around the corridors as they walked, eyes narrowing as he examined each detail. For a level 1 species, you show remarkable competence. Still, we must understand what you call challenges. Show us these dangers of Earth you mentioned earlier. Elias guided them to a conference room where holographic displays waited. Projected scenes of Earth storms, earthquakes, wildfires, and predatory wildlife filled the space. The Zeltronians watched in silence. The crew's earlier pride in their survival now had an audience who judged them quietly, face unreadable. Zorak's mild amusement slowly gave way to something else, respect. Your world is no gentle cradle, he said at last. You persist against hazards that would stifle many. Elias inclined his head. Adversity shapes us. We find strength in overcoming what nature and circumstance impose. Zorak clasped his hands behind his back. I am intrigued, Captain Ford. Perhaps Earth holds more lessons than we assumed. However, words and images are but one side. The Galactic Council, of which we are a part, demands proof. Proof? Elias echoed, heart sinking. He sensed a challenge looming. Zorak nodded. Indeed. The Council grants membership not on pity, but demonstration of worth. We must propose trials, tests on worlds that would challenge even advanced species. If you pass, Earth's voice may join the Council. Elias suppressed a grimace. We accept, he said after a beat, surprising his own crew. But he knew hesitation would look weak. To earn Earth's place, they must gamble with courage. Zorak's golden eyes gleamed, pleased by the boldness. Then prepare. We shall depart for the Council station. There you will petition, and we shall see what trials await. Chapter 3. Before the Council. The Galactic Council station, orbiting a vast blue giant star, dwarfed any structure humanity had imagined. Elias and his team were guided through corridors of alien metals and bioluminescent plants. Each corridor hummed with alien languages, each chamber a mosaic of architectural styles. In the council chamber, a colossal amphitheater filled with delegates from countless species, Elias stepped forward, heart pounding. Zorak stood among them now, no longer a curious stranger, but a potential ally. A venerable figure rose at the center. Her skin shimmered like mother of pearl, and her voice carried authority. Captain Elias Ford of Earth, you have come to request recognition and possibly membership. Yet Earth's classification is level 1, deemed simple. Why should we consider otherwise? Elias cleared his throat. Honored delegates, he began, voice resonating in the hush. Earth is no gentle world. Our environment is a forge that shapes resilience. Our technology may lag behind yours, but our adaptability, courage, and resourcefulness are unparalleled. We survived war, tamed wilderness, learned from disaster. A murmur spread. Some delegates scoffed, others leaned forward intrigued. Zorak said nothing, but Elias saw a flicker of encouragement in the Zeltronian's posture. Another delegate, tall and thin, shimmering iridescently, spoke. Mere survival does not merit recognition, Captain. The galaxy is vast. Many survive. Can you demonstrate more? Elias stood taller. Give us trials. Let us face conditions on worlds beyond Earth's rigors. Let us show we can thrive, not just at home, but anywhere. Let this be proof of our worth. Whispers. The council leader inclined her head thoughtfully. Very well. We will assign a series of trials on Class 8 worlds. Pass them, and Earth shall have not just respect, but a voice among us. Elias exhaled slowly, victory and fear mingling. We accept? Chapter 4. Trials among Alien Worlds. Back on the Isekei starbound, Elias and his crew deliberated. Dr. Lena Choi, environmental scientist, tapped a holographic console displaying data on the first trial world, Tarnak 4, toxic atmosphere, extreme temperatures, shifting terrain. General Martinez, arms folded, frowned. "That's a death trap." Elias smiled wryly. "So is Earth to many who've tried crossing its deserts or braving its storms. We've got this." They trained relentlessly, testing new suits, practicing emergency protocols. Each crew member represented Earth's finest: medics, engineers, survival experts. The Council's observers provided a narrow window of preparation. Failure meant Earth's dismissal from the Council's interest, a chance lost forever. Soon they touched down on Tarnak IV's desolate surface. Acidic vapors curled around their suits, then spewing noxious gases. Elias led them through razor-sharp rock formations, breathing carefully. Each step tested the suit's integrity. Each gust of wind threatened to peel layers of protective gear. They reached their objective, a geological core sample station abandoned long ago. Retrieving data from it required drilling through brittle, toxic crust. Under Dr. Choi's guidance, they adapted quickly, using Earthborn ingenuity, repurposing a broken robotic arm to stabilize the drill, siphoning off acidic runoff into makeshift channels. Minutes stretched into hours as they completed the task under relentless conditions. Finally, core samples and data secure, they retreated to their ship. Behind them, Tarnak IV's savage landscape faded, and they emerged victorious, lungs aching, suits scarred but functional. Chapter 5. Honor grows with each trial. The Council watched from afar, receiving transmissions. Zorak acknowledged their success, but others insisted on more tests. Next, VR3, a planet of gravitational madness and electromagnetic storms. They prepared again, studying gravity boots, electromagnetic shields. Elias and team landed and faced a world in flux, where one step felt normal and the next pinned them to the ground or hurled them upward. They navigated labyrinthine valleys where gravity shifted unpredictably. The team's unity shone. When one stumbled, another offered a stabilizing hand. When instruments failed under electromagnetic fury, they improvised, recalling old Earth survival tales. Together, they retrieved lost data from a research outpost and escaped as storms howled. VR3's nightmare ended with them back aboard Starbound, breathless but proud. The Council watched. Respect grew. Humans, once underestimated, revealed a pattern. They adapted, cooperated, conquered adversity with wits and teamwork. Chapter 6. The Desert Ordeal. Now came the final trial. Kaiser 7, a desert world of shifting sands and engineered hostile forces. This trial aimed not just at survival but strategy and combat readiness under extreme stress. Perfect. Elias summoned all lessons from Earth's history. Guerrilla warfare against stronger foes, navigating deserts with precious water and cunning, forging alliances within the team. On Kaiser 7, night fell as they landed. They exploited darkness to avoid lethal heat. General Martinez coordinated a silent approach to capture beacons placed deep in canyon mazes. This time, it wasn't just nature, it was enemy squads and traps. The Council wanted to see if humans could match wits in a quasi-battlefield scenario. They overcame sandstorms that blinded sensors, used storms as cover to strike quickly and vanish. Dr. Choi identified patterns in storm frequency, letting them time attacks perfectly. Elias led ambushes, neutralizing guards quietly, securing each beacon step by careful step. When the largest storm hit, they seized it as their moment. Chaos reigned. The enemy scrambled. Humans advanced steadily, snatching the final beacon with precision. As dawn's first light revealed them victorious, observers gaped at their cunning. Back aboard their ship, Elias felt triumphant relief. Each trial overcame skepticism. They proved not just survival instincts, but intellectual prowess, adaptability, moral restraint, and ingenuity. Chapter 7. Winning Hearts and Minds. Weeks later, they convened again before the council. The hall's hush bore no mocking this time. Delegates who once scoffed now studied humans with thoughtful respect. The council leader rose.
Captain Elias Ford, Earth's representatives have surpassed expectations, surviving Class 8 environments and solving complex challenges with integrity and skill. The Council finds Earth worthy.
A wave of applause, tentacles tapping floors, membranes vibrating, voices from countless throats. Elias's chest tightened with emotion. Earth's journey from a perceived simple planet to a recognized interstellar contributor had come full circle. Zorak stepped forward, addressing the assembly.
I once doubted Earth's complexity. I stand corrected. They have shown us that adversity can breed resilience, that even a level 1 world can produce extraordinary beings.
Elias, voice steady yet warm, responded.
On behalf of Earth, I thank the Council. We come not as conquerors or beggars, but as partners. Let us share knowledge, protect life, and seek understanding together.
Chapter 8. Celebrating Unity. A grand reception followed. Earth's team mingled with aliens once distant and skeptical. They exchanged stories of cultural traditions, culinary delights. Humanity's food, humble yet flavorful, intrigued alien palates. Conversational breakthroughs occurred as scientists debated environmental solutions. Engineers dreamed of combined technologies. At one table, Dr. Choi discussed adaptations for planetary terraforming with a Sixland environmental specialist. At another, Martinez swapped tactical insights with a reptilian strategist, both marveling at how parallel solutions arose from radically different biologies. Zorak approached Elias quietly.
Captain, you have changed how we view your kind. Despite your fragile start, you sword. I look forward to Earth's contributions.
Elias took a moment, recalling that first uncertain conversation aboard the Isekei starbound.
Thank you, Zorak. Without your challenge, we might never have shown our best. We owe you, and the Council, our gratitude for granting this path.
Zorak smiled, eyes glowing softly.
Your people's hardships forge strength. This galaxy needs allies who understand struggle. We Zeltronians value discovery, finding depth where we presume shallowness.
Elias laughed lightly.
Depth is what defines us. The galaxy offered a stage, and we responded with our quintessential trait, perseverance.
Chapter 9. A Legacy of Understanding. In the weeks that followed, plans solidified. Earth would host a cultural exchange festival, inviting delegates to witness human arts, literature, music, proof that their resilience birthed not only survival skills but rich creativity. Meanwhile, Council scientists were already booking research trips to Earth's treacherous ecosystems, eager to learn how humans balance adversity with development. Martinez, relaxing in a lounge aboard the starbound, chuckled over a cup of spiced alien tea.
Who would have thought we'd get here?
He said to Elias.
We started off as a footnote in their records. Now we're a respected voice.
Elias nodded, thoughtful.
We had to risk it all, our pride, our safety, our assumptions, to prove we belonged. That's how humanity has always grown, stepping into the unknown, forging alliances, adapting.
Dr. Choi joined them, flipping through hollow images of Tarnak 4 and VR3.
These trials taught us too. We'll improve our tech, medicine, ecological management from what we learned out there. The Council didn't just test us, they helped us evolve.
Elias grinned.
Exactly. It's a symbiotic relationship now. Earth brings resilience, Council offers knowledge. Together, we strengthen the galactic tapestry.
Chapter 10. stories to inspire generations. Back on Earth, news of their success spread like wildfire. School children learned of the trials and celebrated humanity's new role in the galaxy. Artists depicted scenes of Elias's team battling storms on VR3, scientists working side by side with aliens. Hope, once distant, now glowed in every heart. The planet no longer felt isolated, but interwoven into a cosmic community. In a quiet moment, Elias visited a small observatory in his hometown. Outside, night insects chirped, and the stars shone familiar and comforting. He remembered standing here as a boy, imagining distant worlds, never truly believing Earth would be acknowledged as something more than a backwater planet. Now, decades later, he was part of a story that would guide humanity's future. He felt gratitude toward his crew, his mentors, and even toward Zorak for provoking Earth to prove itself. He closed his eyes, recalling each trial's struggle, the suffocating air of Tarnak 4, the crushing gravity of VR3, the cunning ambushes on Kaiser 7. Each ordeal etched lessons of unity, valor, and intellectual flexibility into Earth's narrative. Chapter 11. Councils within Councils. Across the Council Station, as Earth's membership was formalized, bureaucrats and diplomats hammered out details, trade agreements, research collaborations, cultural exchanges. Earth wasn't joining as a pitiable newcomer, but as a respected partner. The confidence Elias displayed, the achievements of his team, and the depth of Earth's resilience had secured that. Zorak oversaw some negotiations, marveling at how swiftly humans engaged in strategic yet fair dialogues. The once primitive species displayed maturity unexpected from a level 1 planet. Perhaps their classification needed rethinking. Perhaps the Council's categories were too narrow. Chapter 12. The Ongoing Voyage. As time passed, Earth's relationship with the Galactic Council deepened. Scientists from Earth traveled to study alien ecologies, returning with breakthroughs that improved their agriculture and climate resilience. Alien partners found human problem-solving inspired, their solutions often simple yet robust. Elias became a liaison, traveling between worlds, sharing Earth's saga of hardship and triumph. He told stories of deserts reclaimed, of cities rebuilt after earthquakes, of communities bound by empathy in the face of hurricanes. Delegates listened, spellbound, learning that greatness wasn't only in sleek ships or advanced tech, but in hearts molded by struggle. In one memorable council meeting, an alien race grappling with a newly colonized hostile planet asked Earth's advice. Elias's suggestions, early warning systems, communal resource management, adaptability training, proved invaluable. Earth's legacy of enduring Earth made them advisors on resilience. That moment crystallized Earth's place, not just another member, but a guide for others who faced environmental cruelty. Humanity, once condescended to, now enriched the galaxy with their unique perspective. Chapter 13. A Promise Beyond the Present. On Earth, a monument was built, a statue of a human and an alien hand clasped, set against a relief of storms and stars. It commemorated the trials, and the alliance born of mutual understanding. School trips brought children to gaze at it, and dream of futures on distant worlds. At the unveiling ceremony, Elias and Zorak stood side by side, both smiling warmly. The press snapped images, broadcasting hope across star systems. Elias spoke softly, voice full of conviction. "We have only begun. The galaxy's complexity demands cooperation. Let us remain humble, remembering that every hardship, every storm, forged our identity. Let that identity guide us forward into challenges we cannot yet imagine." Zorak's golden eyes gleamed. "Agreed, Captain. We meet as equals. We grow together, pushing the boundaries of what civilizations can achieve side by side." Chapter 14. reflections under starlight. In a quiet epilogue to these grand events, Elias found himself once more on the Isekei Starbound's observation deck. The galaxy stretched beyond the glass, infinite possibilities whispering in darkness. He remembered his first tense moment staring at his silver crescent ship, unsure if Earth's voice would ever matter. Now Earth's voice mattered, and how it rang clear in council debates, influenced decisions, and inspired others to face their own adversities. Dr. Choi joined him, carrying a tablet with new scientific proposals. Martinez appeared, arms folded, smiling softly. They all shared a bond forged in the heat of trial and the chill of doubt, now forever warm with trust. As they discussed next steps, maybe leading an environmental restoration on a distant, ravaged moon, or helping another species design better disaster protocols, Elias felt peace and pride. High above Earth, countless lights sparkled. Earth, once a solitary cradle of life, now danced in a cosmic waltz, recognized and respected. The galaxy was vast, challenges endless. Yet humans carried their lessons of resilience like torches, guiding them through unknown nights. Chapter 15. The Ever-Expanding Horizon. This story of Earth's acceptance was no ending but a new dawn. Humanity's role, to share their brand of survival wisdom, forging alliances, uplifting others, ensuring peace in a universe often harsh and unyielding. From now on, when galaxies talk about Earth, they won't say, "Just a level 1 world." They'll say, "There is a planet called Earth, shaped by storms and hardship, whose people grew strong and wise." They join the council not merely with gadgets or fleets, but with hearts tempered by trials and minds open to learning. Elias closed his eyes, breathing evenly, feeling the soft hum of engines and the gentle presence of friends. He smiled. The future stretched out like a starry highway, beckoning with mysteries and challenges. Earth would meet them all, shoulder to shoulder with new allies. Yes, this was truly just the beginning. Humanity's resilience, once confined to Earth's demanding cradle, now had a stage among the stars. And they would not squander this gift. Epilogue, Seeds of Tomorrow. Generations later, children of Earth and Zeltronian lineage recited tales of the trials. They learned how Captain Elias Ford and his team broke the mold, showing that real power sometimes grows in soil watered by adversity. The seed sown that day bore fruit in countless joint ventures, environmental healing on ravaged moons, cultural festivals celebrating the unity of difference. The galaxy remembered Earth's story as a parable. Never judge a world by its initial appearance. Beneath simple exteriors, greatness can bloom. Under harsh suns and fierce storms, hearts learn to endure, and enduring hearts carry hope into the far reaches of space. Thus Earth found its place, forever changing how the Council weighed worth. That was humanity's legacy. From a small blue planet's struggles rose a voice echoing through star systems, guiding, inspiring, reminding all that underestimating the determined is always a mistake.